Welcome back to the Dispensary Live. Let's go.
Woo.
Let's go.
We're back.
Jacob wanted to bring it in.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. My name is Jacob, your source for updates here in the cannabis hemp industry. I'm joined here today
Go ahead.
by Brandon. I'm joined here today by Irene. And I'm joined here today by Trevor. 3 Wisconsin natives. And it is already cold. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a bit chilly.
Oh, get ready.
Welcome to the new show. I got new people, Trevor and Jacob, taking the reins. We have Irene, but your main hosts here, Trevor, Jacob, taking over the show. So let's see how things go.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here. Beautiful fall day. Not that cold.
Definitely not that cold.
Oh,
Not that cold yet. Get ready.
It is gorgeous out there.
Yeah, this is perfect.
you still golfing?
I would golf today.
Definitely.
What about this morning? Or is it more of an evening exclusive thing?
I would have golfed this morning.
Bless your heart.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We're not waiting around for the niceness to come back. Take what's left.
I heard it's not till about April. That's miserable. I come from the East Coast.
Give or take.
All they do is spray the roads with 6 lines and call it done.
You're about to go through some experience, my friend.
Oh,
Thank you for being here, though. I'm glad you made the trip.
Absolutely. It's an honor to be
Glad to
here
have you
in
on
the
board here,
studio
man.
here in Kaukauna. The dispensary Kaukauna is actually one of the bigger locations that I'm tracking of the company. And to have the
Massive.
studio in this very building is kind of humbling and like, wow. Shout out to JB, the manager of this store. He's got his hands full, and he's
JB.
actually our maestro today.
Yes, he is. He's running behind
Thank you,
the scenes
JB.
for us. So
So what do we got?
We got a lot on the plate, but I think before we get going into anything, Irene, do we have anything we want to see first, or are we just chilling?
Before we jump into the show, we have a quick word from our sponsors.
Oh, sponsor.
People that keep the lights on.
Yeah.
people that keep the light on. Pay the bills.
Oh, Freeman. One of my favorites.
All right, guys, we need a big play, all right?
Is it?
I want you to go 5 yards on the field. I want you to go 10 yards, but then you got to do a post.
Dude, just throw it to me. I'm Antonio Freeman.
Oh, such a good one.
That's a classic. Do you know people don't know if he catches it? That's the biggest thing right now.
They don't know if he
I guess-
catches it at
Yeah.
all.
At all.
Is what I've been told.
Mm.
So
Yeah. It's something we might be able to see a little bit later on. Who knows? In that sense.
Might catch him at a locker room live eventually.
Definitely might. Something I was actually just about to get us into. Locker Room Live at Thornberry Creek Golf Course at Oneida. Something we do every week of the football season. It's always a very good time for us to go get some food, see some football, get a little interactions outside of our company, and get to even push and spread some more awareness about our company out there. And that was something that we got to do. Me and Jacob and Brandon went to a couple weeks ago. We have a little video that we want to show you guys to kind of give you a breakdown of the experience of what we went through and how it was. So we'll roll it over to that, and then we'll kind of jump on to some discussion about it.
get it, JB. Jamie. Oh no. Trevor, I had to start it.
You had to start it with the
Oh no.
There we go.
There we go.
Computers are slow, folks.
It is. It's thinking.
No, he's just saying the Dispensary Live has made it to Thornberry Creek out here in Oneida. Beautiful golf course, a lot of balls on the
Gorgeous.
green.
We'll get some views of that. Get to check out the little pre-show action, some actual show action, and who knows what's going to happen in the post-show.
At ease, you know, just kind of
Have you been here before?
never.
Oh yeah, this is a cool little setup, especially when you come up with a
No, he's just saying the Dispensary Live. That was funny. That was funny. Holy cow, this is the back deck, bro.
Yes, it is.
This is absolute bonkers right here. Did you see the Green Bay Packer logo?
I did
and the
not. I did
deer
not
over
notice
there?
that.
There's current.
That's
That is
pretty
wild.
sweet.
First deer I've seen in Wisconsin, by the way.
This is really awesome. Oh, Bo!
Nice.
We got family in the DJ booth, baby. We got to go check in with DJ Farm Bizzo.
I have
Who's that
Rob
guy?
is talking to Andrea to find out if you guys can sit with him beforehand.
Josh?
Yeah, that way you guys can sit down with Josh beforehand.
We're going to sit down with Josh Meyer.
Pretty sweet. We got some spaghetti bake of sorts.
Oh, my gosh. Thornberry Creek got it going on.
Packers center Josh Meyer, my co-host, is 3-time Super Bowl champ Harry Sidney. Now look, Thornberry Creek is the place all season long. Packers center Josh Myers is our guest. You got a 2-game stretch here at home. You only got 2 of them. Then there's one down in back in. Time now for our keys to the game, brought to you by the Dispensary. Kyler Murray got paid some good money a few years ago. It's averaged by NFL standards, but you have to contain him, run the football, and keep creating.
I appreciate you guys actually being at the level you're at, man. A good man outside of football. But
If I use Josh,
I appreciate it.
that's your arm.
Here's beautiful Thornberry Creek. We got Brandon. We got Trevor. And we got the beautiful ambiance of Wisconsin.
That is
Pure Wisconsin.
Pure Wisconsin.
Pure Tito's umbrellas. Josh
Yeah.
Meyer.
Yeah.
Josh Meyer,
Center
bro.
is
The
gonna be
dude that
going.
threw up on the ball in Sports Center.
Buddy.
What a good way to end.
All right, buddy.
Good times.
Great times. I mean, I think Locker Room Live is probably one of my favorite things to do in the company because it's a great way to get involved with the community, but also for our teams to go and be involved in the community, but also have some fun doing it. And I figure you guys have all been to it, right? Everyone in this room. Jacob, that was your first time. Any big highlights or takeaways? Anything that really stood out to you from it?
Yeah, on screen, Josh appears to be about regular human size.
Yeah.
I will say.
Nope.
In person, that is not the case. When he walked through that door, as we've seen, that was like Viking blood walking through. And I was like, oh, this is what a specimen looks like.
Yeah.
Did not know that he's been the staple he is for the Packers. However, the humility he displayed and just the interactions, it wasn't just us. Like Brandon, you saw it wasn't just us. He actually shook hands with just about everybody.
Yeah.
Like, that was very humbled to see. You're not just this pop star of a Packer player who happens to have one of the biggest fan bases out there, but you're also a real relatable human being.
Yeah, just a nice guy. Very down to earth, very easy to talk to. Would never, except for the size of the gentleman, would never guess that he was like a pro athlete in that sense. Just very down to earth. So in that same sense, Brandon, have you played that golf course?
A bunch, yeah.
And how do you like the switch to the golf course? Because it's new location this year, new venue.
I like it. I
Yeah.
thought it was big. I like their food all the time. I've been there. So I mean, you've gotten
Delicious.
to eat the
Yeah.
spaghetti bake, which was just lasagna, I think.
I think William had 3 or 4 plates. I called him on 4 plates, but
Actually, if you watch the video, you'll notice William is
In
at
the background?
food. He's like at the food the entire time. Shout out William. Our old host. Love it though. Great golf course. I know that they shared some of our stuff, so thank you, Thornberry, as well.
Yeah.
Great golf. I mean, I don't know anybody who plays. It's nice and long. It's got water on it. You'll lose a bunch of golf balls. It's
Okay.
nice greens. Big fan.
very well manicured.
Very well manicured, gorgeous.
I
Yeah.
play it one of the most. It's
Okay.
local for me. So
Well done.
they have the
Already understood.
LPGA event there. It's really sweet.
Oh,
And that I think they're done with it, but they've had it in previous years. So
Okay.
they're cool.
that goes to show the prestige of Thornberry Creek at Oneida, and Locker Room Live was an absolute beautiful setup
Yeah,
there.
great addition, great location. Big fan of it.
Been going for years, and that was pretty nice. I like the new setup. Now that you bring that
Shout
up.
out DJ Fon Bizzo, baby, out there in the DJ booth.
Irene went the previous week.
Yeah, I did. Got to meet Xavier McKinney,
Ooh.
who's got the most interceptions in the league.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Shout out.
Let's go.
If
Great
anybody
facts.
knows me, I know nothing about football. Rehearsed that a bunch of times, but I got it.
You got it down. You were on point.
But we are going to take another quick pit stop for some more messages from our sponsors, I think.
Awesome.
But yeah, Locker Room Live. Great time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
and
this is
a new
also
one.
brand new, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a
unreleased.
debut item, huh?
A little sneak peek.
You should get a full screen, Jake, if you can, for the
Keep your head down, follow through, and just relax. Good, you're making me nervous.
Tom.
Still got the shanks. Dude, are you good? I don't know, man. My body hurts. I can't focus. I can't sleep at night. I got high blood pressure. I don't know what I'm doing out here.
Sounds like you guys got to go to the dispensary.
Dispensary.
Oh,
Be right back.
That smile.
that's new top tier right there. First time I got to see that one. Wow. Tom going from throwing swingers to Antonio Freeman to hitting them straight on the legs.
Tom,
Great.
actually a good actor.
Yeah.
I'll say for HR guy. You think Toby Flenderson, but you get good acting out of him.
I can't sleep on Robin that one in the whites and the caddy outfit. That was good.
This is some of the cleanest white
Those
clothes
are
I've
whites,
ever
by
seen
the
in my
way.
life.
That's a caddy outfit.
That's a straight.
That's a straight caddy bib.
the whites.
The whites. Sorry. But anyway, good time. Where are we at in the show, guys? It's
No, we just wrapped up Locker Room Live. We finally debuted one of the best commercials we've ever rolled out.
Very well done.
If you're stressed out like Tom was with that swing in any facet of your life, please take a trip to the dispensary. We have a number of locations across various regions of this beautiful country, and we can service you. Coming up next, I do believe we have some vet talk.
yes, we do.
Mhm.
so yeah, we're gonna bring up Sean.
Patsfield.
Mansfield.
Sean, yeah, he's happy to join us. I think with the last episode we tried to get him on. We had some difficulties, but I think we got him in.
It'd be like that whenever you're working with a production of this magnitude, to be honest with you.
There's a lot going
Stuff
on.
can be finicky.
Oh,
Yeah.
JB, do we have him ready to
Queued
go? Do we just bring him in, or do we have a commercial first?
No, we're chilling.
Yeah,
Thank you
nice.
all for being here still. Thank you, and you. Appreciate you. Today is a man. Joining us is a man who's had the honor of serving his country like a badass, operating in hot zones none of us can pronounce across parts of the world none of us will ever see. He is a Marine Corps veteran. His name is Ron.
Yep, but
Hatfield, and we're going to have him up very much in the next second.
few seconds.
Few
We want to say,
seconds,
Sean,
maybe.
if we can hear him, that'd be. Oh, he's on.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah.
Can we hear? Can we hear him? Can you hear us?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, nice.
Sean,
Hey,
let's
how you
go.
Hey, thanks
Good
for having me
evening,
on.
baby. Good to hear you. You doing all right today, brother?
Oh yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Awesome.
Happy
How are
to
y'all?
finally get you on the show.
Yeah, appreciate you coming back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I like this. This looks nice.
I've been messaging Sean for about 2 months now, almost trying to get him lined up to get this to work. So this is really big. Awesome to have you. Yeah, this is the rest of the team. So take it away.
No, thank you for being here, Sean. Trevor, Irene, Brandon, Jacob, honored to talk to you again. Hopefully the value of our audio connection stays there throughout. However, just wanted to have you on just to touch on the reason why you find it absolutely necessary now to encourage and speak about, hey, if you're a veteran who's gone through these experiences, there are healthier ways to deal with what you've been dealing with post or even during some hard times. You know, what is essentially your wholesome point to those that are in question about what we got going on as far as the industry goes for benefits mentally and physically for veterans, especially like yourself, brother?
Well, I do want to say that myself and a lot of my peers, and of course people that I don't even know, they turn to alcohol more than anything to numb their brain, basically, to kind of take them out of their head And I feel like, when I utilize good old hemp for heroes, it doesn't remove me. It helps me think better. I feel like, that's something that's really, it's shown me, right? It's given me a more of an open mind about things, or it's helped me kind of, I don't know, branch out on my thoughts a lot. And I notice I never get angry. It's like impossible to get angry when I'm smoking. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, sorry. I guess my biggest thing is turn away from alcohol when it comes to vets or even active duty. I've seen way too many alcohol related incidents, just bad stuff in general with alcohol. And I used to drink way too much. It became a huge problem for me with drinking. And I truly believe that hemp has helped me strengthen my relationship with alcohol. I don't really drink much anymore. I don't want to. And but if I do drink, it's always in a social setting. But I don't get, like, in the past, I would itch to have a drink, or when I would have a drink, that drink would turn into mini drinks, and I don't get that anymore. And I'm really happy that I don't get that anymore. I think that's just the way I feel about it. I encourage dudes. I'm like, hey, like, you guys need to chill out a little bit, I really do encourage it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. You guys got any other questions?
Yeah. If you guys don't mind, Sean, one of my big questions as you were kind of explaining your story and your side of everything was, I'm just curious, what was your first interaction with Hemp for Heroes? Like, how did you discover us and kind of come into the fold of who we are and what we do?
Yeah. Well, when I got out of the Marine Corps, I decided to go to school. My fiance, she went to Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, nursing school. And so I decided to do the same route, not nursing school though, just regular school. So I decided to go to school here in Pittsburgh. And, I wasn't under the thumb of Uncle Sam anymore. So I was like, well, hey, I'd like to try some new things. And, I've never smoked marijuana or anything like that before. And my friends, I have one of my best friends, he's from Colorado, and he speaks so highly about it and how it's helped him with his thought processes and just quality of life in general. So I just used Google, and I was like, hey, dispensary near me. And I seen the dispensary, and yeah, it said, veteran owned and all that. And I was like, awesome, I'll definitely give it a shot. And walked in there, and that's how it was.
Very cool. Very cool. What about you? Any of you guys got any straight up questions?
Absolutely. Sean, if you still can hear me, brother, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know. Do you have his microphone?
Good.
There you go.
I just want to ask, do you think, not necessarily the direction, but would you think it would behoove the VA to get on board?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quit walking the dog with it, boys. Quit walking the dog with
I
it.
think, yeah, Jacob's the only veteran here. I don't know. And so, yeah, that's a,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like, just hop on board and be about it?
The VA needs to
support.
acknowledge the benefits as
Yes.
opposed to an opiate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's also not a problem, but a thing. The opiates as well.
Well, yeah, it is a problem, but yeah.
Sean, are you a Wisconsin local by chance?
No, I'm not, but I was actually in Wisconsin not too long ago to visit one of my buddies. He's from Dodgeville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was there having a good old time. Wisconsin's beautiful. I have quite a few friends from Wisconsin. So
I was waiting for a Wisconsin.
yeah, Wisconsin. Oh, I went to Culver's. Went to Culver's for the first
Nice.
time.
Got a butter
And,
burger.
yeah, that was
cheese.
heaven on
Cheese
earth. To be honest, it was a beautiful experience. I sat in my car just eating like 2 things of cheese curds. So
Sounds
Good way
about
to
right.
do it.
Yep.
yeah.
That's
But
what
no,
I'm
hey,
talking
I agree with you with the VA thing. Yeah, I mean, I can go on about it forever. You know, I keep up on a lot of like the psychedelic research too with ibogaine and things like that. And there's a lot of things out there that, you know, you could say Mother Nature, God, whatever you want, put for us to use for humans. And we just, you know, I guess our government doesn't
Truth of
let
that for
use
sure.
it. So.
Big Pharma deems that alternative medicine.
Yeah,
as if as if it wasn't the first primary.
Right. Hasn't been
Yeah,
over.
exactly. I'm not sure the guidelines, and I don't want to overstep my words here, but you know.
According to AR 670-1, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. So absolutely.
No, man, you were amazing fielding some of those questions for us, brother. And next time that you are in Wisconsin, we're gonna have to link up and
Yes,
and absolutely tear up the town responsibly, the way the boys do.
Absolutely.
But I don't know if you're gonna stick around for us. We're actually rolling out a brand new commercial again.
Yes, this is a Jacoby production, I believe.
Oh, nice.
It's just an in-house production.
I've been waiting to see
it's
this
an
one.
in-house
I know,
production.
I know.
That's it. No.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks for
Appreciate
coming by.
you, Sean.
We'll
Of course. Thank you. I'll stick around if you want me.
Well done.
Beautiful.
I haven't seen that one yet. That was nice.
Just one of those in-house
Yeah,
productions.
no, nothing wrong with that, man. And I guess from that point on, which again, I'm going to give a little shout out to Sean again. Thank you for showing up, being part of our podcast, and just for the insight that you gave us. But from that point, something else with the industry that I think a lot of us at this table understand and know is this constantly shifting. New information, new news, all that is constantly coming around, right?
Mhm.
And so with that, I wanted to discuss some of these new news articles that have been coming out over the last weeks more so. One of the first ones that we want to touch base on, there was a news article that came out. Kamala Harris rolls out national marijuana legalization plan, pledging to make it law of the land. And as I was reading it, I came across a couple of different points that the article is really trying to highlight, such as economic equality, veterans and banking, federal rescheduling. The veterans and banking one was a big topic, especially with the company Hemp for Heroes, veteran owned. We tie back to a lot of that in general, and just some of the hurdles that are put into place when trying to work in the industry and get involved with banking or veterans, such as even the conversation with the VA that you brought up with Sean.
Mhm.
Like those are all different facets that really tie back to us as a company, but also the industry as a whole. And especially like the federal rescheduling. Right now, the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, has recommended moving marijuana to a Schedule 3, but currently there's some holdup with the DEA, and that's something that can affect the industry very broadly, even in terms of sales, projections of like how they want to push their sales trends, expansion, all that ties right back to us at times too, in the same sense. So I don't know, Jacob, did you have any thoughts as you went across that article or anything that stood out to you?
Only thing that stood out is the fact that we're still trailblazing this thing.
Yes, we are.
As a little Wisconsin-owned, veteran-owned operation, we are trailblazing. We are even at the U.S. Hemp Roundtable,
Yes, we are.
essentially pushing for
What we can.
the standard to be set, kind of walking it right now, hoping that everybody else will see what's going on and talk it. But as far as the rescheduling and whatnot, we'll believe it when we see it.
Exactly
Because
right.
everything is hearsay for the most
Been hearing
part.
it for
But it's
5,
also
6,
very
7
relevant
years.
at the same time.
What about you? Irene or Brandon, any thoughts on that article specifically?
Well, I think it's absolutely essential to give back to the people that have been affected by prohibition the most.
Yeah.
Started 100 years ago, and we're taking a couple of steps back sometimes, but I think it's very promising to see that the powers that be want to give back to the people that have had to pay for the laws that are in place.
100%.
Yeah.
Little by little, it's going to come back due.
Yeah.
So, but you, Brian? any
Yeah,
thoughts
no,
on it?
I just I think that this is, I can't believe we're still talking about it. Honestly, just for my
2024.
from my own personal, just been doing for a while. Where these guys, nobody's made a move on either side, so it's like just somebody do something with it, and let's put some framework to it, some regulation, and that includes hemp derived. And I dare not say the C word because I get in trouble nowadays. It's all the same. We got to treat the plant entirely as just let it go and let it fly, baby. That's what I think. So this to me is just another like, okay, is it actually going to happen? I don't know.
Yeah, but one thing I will say just in regards to this this article is at least the conversation's happening. Like I'm a big nothing gets done if there's no conversation. So at least if there's people talking about it, which can open up a broader conversation, that's a pro in my book, especially when that conversation is not based around like the taboo or stigma of the industry, but rather moving forward. Yes, will it get done? I don't know. But we've seen it over the last, like I said, 6, 7, 8 years, all these conversations. Does stuff get done that quickly? No, clearly not. But if it's still there and still being referenced and brought up, that's a pro.
Billions of dollars.
Billions.
Trillions.
Unfathomable.
Yeah. Get it together.
Yeah, and then another one of the next articles that we ended up going down the rabbit hole with was actually about THC seltzers.
Shout out Jersey, shout out California.
Yeah.
Going through it.
Which was it's doomsday for Delta 8 THC seltzers as federal judge tosses part of the New Jersey hemp law. And that is kind of the, in my, like just from my side of things, kind of the atmosphere everywhere right now. A lot of do's and don'ts, a lot of changes, a lot of switching up, especially when you look at it from the federal and state level and how they, you know, you got the federal trying to regulate it, and then you jump down to state level who have their own concerns and wants and needs. And now you're starting to see that. How do you balance that?
That little give and take relationship.
Yeah, which is always going to be there. So I don't know. One of the interesting things that I took away from that was there was a point in this article about halting of sales based around kind of that gray area that they're sitting in right now, not knowing where the regulations or where the laws are going to go. And that can affect everybody in the industry. It comes right back to us again. It's all the points I brought up: sales trends, expansion, even just trying to get the awareness out there. Like, are you going to push the awareness when you don't know what's going to happen in the next 6 months to 12 months? How do you approach that? So, do you guys have any takeaways? Anything big that stood out to you?
I did find it ironic that you said 6 months, because in the article I did also see that I don't want to use the C word here, but 'tis the podcast. We can drop the C word.
Yeah, I just don't.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I don't.
Personal philosophy.
No, I get.
So the New Jersey C Word Regulatory Commission now has 6 months to draft regulations for intoxicating hemp products, which basically means, hey, after the election, we're going to figure out how it's supposed
We'll
to
get
be.
it situated then.
Essentially.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as of right now, we're going to halt your pockets, but you have 6 months until we let you know whether you're going to be employed or not, or able to be.
It is terrible because if you're a business in that industry, you're going to be put into a holding pattern, which could be financially devastating.
There's no
especially
expansion going on.
nothing. And even then, like expansion of products, like we go through this a lot in the company because we bring in new products and stuff. Do you introduce new products if you don't know where the business is going to be in 6 months? And they have the 6 months, but who knows with how all that gets processed and regulated, what they put into different bills and laws and all of it. What are they going to stack it with that even in 6 months, it might not be ready to go in 6 months? So yeah, it's tough. Tough from a business perspective, or companies that are just trying to get their footing and get going. So
Well, it's the same thing with the farm bill right now.
100%.
Just keeps getting pushed back.
Yeah.
We're in a holding pattern.
And
worried about the customers. I'm worried about the customers.
Straight up.
Anybody's watching the show is not even about. You guys have seen it. I know Irene sees it. So
Yeah.
you guys are in stores. You're out of the store, but you've been. Like, people like use this product.
Life changing.
For many different reasons, and that can all be gone. I mean, this is that's why we got testimonials, people like Sean. That goes a really long way to Governor Phil Murphy. I don't know, but anyway, politicians in general, like real people, real life stories. Yeah, Jay. I mean, yeah. Talk in the comments. Any questions anybody out there has, let us know. Put them in the comments. I'm sure JB can throw it up on the screen for us or something so we can see them, and we can figure that out. But yeah, I worry about the customer. We need more.
I mean, Irene, you're a good one to bring this up to. And Brandon, you would get this. Jake, you would get this too. Everyone at this table would get this. How many times have we been in stores working with customers and we've heard the one way or another, this has changed my life. And when you take that life changing, like for me, I straight up default to medicine. When you take that medicine away from people, what's going to happen to their quality of life? What's going to happen to their day to day? So Brandon, that's a great point to bring up. Is just even the customer side of things and the fear for, hey, we've gotten you guys something that has worked and helped you and made differences. And now, without it being in our hands, are we going to have to pull that out all across the board?
Business side of it's great. I mean, business and everything is great, but if the people are actually finding some medical relief and good life changing things, and you take that away, that's Irene said prohibition.
Yeah,
at its finest.
Yep.
At its finest. This is a 2024 shutdown of whatever prohibition.
Yeah.
Let's turn it off. That's not how it's done.
No.
And I do feel like it's a bit of friendly fire when it comes to the C word industry. There's big C word, and then there's hemp.
Everybody needs to get on
big
the
C
same
word.
page.
I feel like is also aligned in some form or fashion potentially with kind of being like, hey, let's make sure that hemp is CBD and not what big C word is, because tax purposes, because of how much they've already invested into big C word. Little C word and little hemp, bro.
Hell no.
They don't like it for the sake of what we're able to do. You know what I mean? And provide, like you were just talking about, that quality of life.
Yeah.
80% of people that walk in have something to deal with.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Unless they're just psychopaths and they just happen to be friendly enough to do a transaction, you know.
Man, there's a couple here and there that they just want the good vibes.
The recreation, and I get it. I mean, I can when I joined our company, I joined it thinking, hey, I'm gonna be here selling hemp derived products to stoners and people who just want to recreationally use it. And Brandon, we talk about this a lot, but it was very quick that I realized, like, yeah, there's a collection of people that are coming in using it recreationally, but the percentage of people that are coming in using it for another option to improve the quality of their life is substantially larger. And from my viewpoint of it being in stores and working with customers. So yeah.
And to be able to find trusted, like educated information. We hear it all the time. Like, thank you for making me feel comfortable. Thank you for answering my questions. Just education is everything, and spreading the word.
A good word. For
100%.
sure.
And having proper standards put in place, in which at the U.S. Hemp Roundtable, that is when I say our in the industry, I look at them as our president.
The mission.
You know what I mean? Like that's the board of directors there, the U.S. Hemp Roundtable. Like, you know what it takes to be deemed hemp. You know what it takes to operate in the field. Let's set a standard. Let's have folks that are 21 and up only get it. Let's have it in gas stations.
Yep.
But let's not also reduce it to just a pill form.
No.
You know what I mean? Let's not alter the organic
The
side
natural
of
process
it.
of it.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's alternative, but it really just means organic, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's absolutely coming.
Working on it. That was a good one.
And then there was another one that I seen as well, the Cheech and Chong one,
I saved
dude.
this one last
I
because
know.
I figured it'd be a good conversation point. But the last article we pulled up is
Look at them dudes,
Cheech and
bro.
Chong sue California over ban on certain hemp products. And it's funny because the iconic comedy duo who runs a C company, or the big C company,
Yes,
as Jacob was putting it, are suing the California Department of Public Health over new hemp product regulations that would severely impact their business, but also the industry as a whole. And I think tying that back to the first two articles makes sense. They're fighting the fight. They're trying to keep it so that the people who can be using these products to help with their quality of life and who just want to use this natural product can do that. And I'm all for it at the end of the day.
It's funny that Cheech and Chong is hemp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like endo facto, you don't have to be big C to
No.
be efficient, to be
100%.
direct, to get it done.
So just to clear it, I just want to clear up the C thing. So if people don't understand what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Hemp is by definition, cannabis sativa L. Look it up. You can Google it anywhere. Look in the dictionary. That's what it is. But we can't call it that. So apparently call it C now.
Thank you for the clarification on that. It is probably good to give context.
I mean,
what the hell is big C?
It's terrible. It's terrible. I changed my vocabulary.
Hey, one day at a
people
time.
don't understand. Sorry.
One day at a time. It will catch. I guess, but in the conversation with the Cheech and Chong battling the ban, did you guys have any takeaways? Anything that you pulled from it that stood out and tied back to the industry as a whole?
I remember when they came on, they're actually a part of not that picture, or like, I know I say Cheech and Chong, everybody like thinks of those two. The business, the company is a part of the US Hemp Roundtable.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just getting ready to say that as well.
Yeah. So they came on not too long ago. I don't think I'm divulging anything too sensitive, but not too long ago. And it's cool to see because it's a little bit more well-known brand.
Mhm.
And but anyway, so they're leading the charge on filing this lawsuit because they're saying that it's not how it's done, which is by just shutting something down first, is like a state of emergency that was declared.
Overreach.
Yeah. So that it was something like that, like for public health people, like, and it doesn't reach the definition of that. Like it is not killing people. It's not doing a thing. So it's like a huge, to me, sounds like a massive scare tactic, and it's just written terribly.
And a big part of that, real quick, just to chime in, was with the emergency regulations aimed, like when they put those into place too, they went in straight into effect. Like no time delay, nothing like that. It was just basically emergency regulation, next day in effect. And that's can be a curveball.
It's prohibition.
Yeah.
Is there the same sense of urgency with fixing it?
Exactly.
You know
That's
what I mean?
Yeah. Because once it's there and it's in effect, now you got to get the process of sorting it out.
Yeah.
And who knows how long that takes. So
And for some of our customers, that would be life-changing. Like we've got people that have walked through the door 6 months ago. They could barely walk in without a cane, and now he's practically skipping out the door.
Jiving a step.
Yeah.
No, it's a wild world right now, especially in the industry. I think we're going to continue to see a lot of these types of articles pop, especially over the next 6 months.
'Tis the season, by the
12
way.
years it
Yeah.
is. So we're going to see a lot of this kind of stuff come up, and I think this is something that we will probably want to regularly touch on. Just news in the industry. Real quick, just because I don't want to cut anybody off on any of the articles. Did any of you guys have any last minute additions? Anything else that you want to chime in about? Just throw it out there.
No,
Let's get it done.
Honestly,
U.S.
no,
Hemp Roundtable. Let's lead the way.
U.S.
Yeah.
Hemp Table. Let's get it done.
Let's
I'm
lead the
with
way.
that.
Gotta put pressure on him.
So
testimonials. We need them. Share your voices. Let us know. Let it
big
be
time.
heard.
Share the testimonials. Send them in. Talk to your local bud tender or store and see what you can do if you're willing to. Let them know, and it will get back to us, and it's only going to help the industry as a whole. So
Yeah, I'll be contacting you directly so we can work that something out. We'll work with anybody. We'll take different voice only, video, written, anything. We're gonna get the messages out and try to do that. Not that you haven't heard enough politics yet. Like, I hate these politics.
it's that season.
These
Tis the
political.
season.
A voice unheard is
It
an
is the
impact
season.
unmade.
It's the commercials
Mhm.
that I'm talking about. So
Yep.
it's driving me nuts.
Just nonstop or phone calls or text. I get it.
Oh yeah.
So, but hey, on that note, we showed you guys the first part of our Antonio Freeman commercial earlier.
You will
And I
find out if
know
he catches it.
a bunch of you are probably dying to know if he made that catch. Let's find out. Let's take a little peek.
That guy.
So he does make the catch.
'Twas a catch.
For anybody that was
Twas a
curious,
catch.
there you go. There it is.
Both feet were in the
I
dispensary
love
parking
that.
lot.
Oh my God, who's that? Who's that? Oh, we got what's going on? JB's exploding. What's happening?
There we go,
A
folks.
little extra excitement for the football season for you right there.
Sometimes, yes.
JB, holy, that's crazy.
Locker room shout outs.
Dude.
What an amazing time.
I'm just waiting for these guys to take me to the next.
Well, my question to you then is, do you want to put a little announcement out there?
Your mic's turned off.
Oh, do we want to put a little announcement out there for the raffle or anything like that?
You want to run that?
Yeah,
We can run it.
100%.
People been waiting.
Yeah.
They've
So
been waiting.
if any,
It just has a little.
I did not. Yeah, I forgot. We're gonna run
No,
the
you're good.
raffle live.
Run them live.
Yeah. So for anybody that had been in the stores and had seen it in terms of the raffle going on with tying back to the dispensary, we're going to do that right now live, get some information out on who the winners are, and we will be contacting them down the line.
So we got 4 different ones, just so everyone knows.
So this is going
4
to be
different.
for Wisconsin North.
Look at that. It's actually your best time to do this because it was a short month.
Hey, JB, are you typing the comments? in the chat?
799-846.
Could you type the number up? 799-846. 799-846 from Wisconsin
JB
North.
could look up the name of that person if available. If not,
We'll do that off camera. They might not.
I could find out. I guess I could have my stuff out. We can do the next one. I'll figure that out in a moment.
Run it. Run it. That's Wisconsin North. Are we going Wisconsin South now?
Paul B.
Paul B.
Thank you,
Paul B. Well done,
Oh.
brother.
Thank you.
All you got to do is show up, folks. That
All
is
you
half
gotta
of
do
life.
is show
Do
up.
you show up? Oftentimes, right place, right uniform. You're going to be successful.
Middleton, or I'm sorry, South crushing it.
Wisconsin South.
Looks like a bunch of Madison up there.
Quite a bit. All right.
425-153.
425-153.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you for playing.
Do we have a Nickel?
Nick
Nick
L,
L.
not
All right.
Nickel.
Nick L.
No. Hey, Balake.
Hey, Balak.
425-153.
Blocky.
Hey, Ron.
Now we got Pennsylvania and Ohio.
PA.
And we are looking at
The only green one.
835.
835.
First name starts with an L. L or R. Those are my two.
That is Brian J.
Brian J.
All right.
Thank you, Brian.
Well done, Brian.
I think that one was actually, I think I got the labels. I think that's actually Virginia, North Carolina.
Nice. That's okay.
Oh, so flip name. So that was
Well done.
Virginia.
Oh,
North
that was
Carolina. Okay.
VANC.
Don't sweat it, Brian.
Good catch. So this is now Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Run it.
Let's see it.
Spin that wheel.
1073617.
1073617.
Ow!
617 is Zachary C. Zachary C.
Zachary C.
Well done. Congrats.
Full
Congrats to all of
spelling
our
of
winners.
Zachary, not just Zach. Zachary.
So I
Well
will
done,
be,
brother.
I will reach out, get a hold of you guys. That is for some of our gift cards for the first month.
And just remember, we're doing this. This is around. This is
Damn right, we're doing this.
This
Get
is
in
sticking
there.
around
All you gotta do is go.
every month.
We're doing this.
Tune in, watch for the raffle, see if you want it. Just know in your stores. If you haven't heard about it, talk to the staff in any of your local stores, and they'll fill you right in on what the raffle is. and how much.
Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania,
everyone.
Virginia, North Carolina. Tap in.
Everybody's included.
It was beautiful. Thank you, everybody who played.
Well played, everybody. Well played. Yes.
Guys, thanks for coming through. It's going to go on for like 4 or 5 months. It's gonna be
Yeah.
for a while. So keep getting in. I think we're gonna break out even a couple more prizes. I'll get some more things.
Yep.
Short month was quick. But we also have a Halloween contest.
Yeah, we have a Halloween contest coming up towards the end of this month, of course. Hopefully, there's some good ones out there. We are excited to see. But all you got to do is show up in store, and we will get you a discount if you are camera shy. But yeah.
Just show up.
Yeah.
Just gotta show up.
What I say earlier about
That's all
just
you gotta
showing
do.
up and that being half the battle. That's it.
Just got to be there.
Just be there.
Just be there.
Show up for your life.
Throw on your purple, blue wigs, whatever you got.
I love it.
All
I
right.
don't know what I'm gonna be.
Yeah, so there's a
Figure it
raffle.
out.
I'm gonna be a
Better
joint.
figure it out.
I'm gonna
I'll wear
be-
something. I'm gonna wear this pot leaf over here.
I'm gonna be the most overplayed costume in existence, and that is 3-hole punch Trevor.
3-hole punch.
3-hole punch Trevor. That's probably what I will end up being. So
Be better.
hate is gonna hate. But no. So then, Irene, do you want to take it away with some wrapping up of the segments that we went through?
Yeah, huge thank you for tuning in today. And of course, we have to give a special thank you to our veterans. You all are an essential part of the mission and the reason why we do this. So thank you very much. And thank you to, the veteran that we got to speak to today. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family.
Yep.
We need more viewership on this. The only way we're gonna move forward is with conversations, like Trevor said. So thank you.